What's happening, everybody? Hell broke loosey. Thanksgiving Day, which I have no honor or respect for because all it does is remind me that 100 million native people on this continent were murdered in order to call this America. And the reason that they justified the murder was something called manifest destiny, which come out of the Catholic Church saying that God was behind the white people coming in and taking over a country in a vicious way. And that brought religion to my mind, of course, which is my oldest topic and most favorite. And what flashed in my head was the cost of religious freedom. Think about it. Nearly everything that's wrong in your life, socially right now, from your income to your education, is because of religious freedom. Because religion is one of those things that's just not going to stop and be satisfied with building a church on a corner and people in that community come to that church once a day or once a week and talk about their grievances with life and get advice from a book of mythological characters. Religion's not going to stay satisfied with that. It's like greed. You know, if greed was a person and it popped up and you handed $1 million, or let's say 10 million, so that they could live in extravagant ways the rest of their life, it wouldn't be enough. Like, who was it? One of them original rich men said, somebody asked him how much is enough money? And he said, $1 more. And that's greed. So religion, what does it cost us? Well, it always flashes through my mind when I look at anything about Trump, when I look at anything about the administration, the cost of the administration, what he's doing to make America worse. How'd he get there? He claimed that he believed in the God of the Bible, and then he started spitting out all of the things that the evangelicals hate. Christianity is the root of most of the hatred in this country. That costs everybody a great deal. They don't want education. So they put somebody like Betsy DeVos in there who's worth $5 billion and don't know a fucking thing about education. You know, she's got the most body protection of anybody in the administration with the Secret Service agents. Yeah, she's pissed off that many people and she's afraid. It cost us the freedom to be friends with the world. It would be much better if we had a working relationship with the Middle East so that we could do business with them when we needed the oil so that everybody benefited. Religion cost us that. We went on attack in 2003 and we haven't stopped. And Israel, with their Judaism, perpetuates this horror that's called war. Freedom of religion gives us 5 dead children in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in 4 years, walking freely in the safety of their homes, and bullets come in and kill them. Religious freedom got us that, because by quoting a scripture from the Bible, a politician gets elected who is owned and operated by the NRA. So religion cost those girls their lives. It all comes back to religion. Greed, even though it's a force of its own, now that it's in power, complete power, rode in on the back of religion. You can thank religion for all that shit. I'll tell you, we're at a turning place in history. The right move is obvious, and that is to go left with the progressives. Right now, they're doing better, the politicians in the Democratic Party, than I ever imagined would happen in what's left of my life. There are people, Richard Ojeda from West Virginia, follow that man. He's evolving day by day as he grows. He is running on what Bernie started beginning in 2015, and he's more powerful with it. He's more clear. He's more detailed. He's an Army veteran, 23 years, and he's a West Virginia state senator within the state. He's running for president. Watch what Alexandria Cortez is doing. She don't give a fuck about the standards and the rules of Congress and all the establishment corporate Democrats. She don't give a damn. She come in rocking the boat, and she's always going to rock the boat. It's the only thing she knows how to do. And these people will take the power away from religion because these people are going to oust what we know as the Republican Party. The Republican Party, as it is, has to die. Even if it goes by the same name, in 10 years, the Republican Party will have to be running on what Democrats are running on now, because the progressives will become even more progressive. The Democratic Party will move even further left. And Republicans are going to be forced to have to keep up with what has become commonplace now since Bernie got there. Health care for all, Medicare for all, guaranteed income, elevated minimum wage, all of that. They're going to have to grasp that. And it wouldn't surprise me if that shithead in office switched to pleasing the Democrats now that he realizes he's got no hope in the Republican Party. All he's in it for is ego and satisfaction. And he may think that if he switches to the policies like supporting Medicare for all, he'll get more glory. Wouldn't surprise me. I ain't predicting it, but I won't be surprised. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about this Thanksgiving. I'll be glad when the day's over. I've never wished my time away except on something like this, a horrid holiday. How can we celebrate? Some of the Indian tribes that helped the Pilgrims survive had their tribes slaughtered. Some of these Indian tribes that were at the Pilgrim dinner ended up having their tribes slaughtered. The value of a human life has to be restored in America. With what happened with that fella Khashoggi in Turkey, when Saudi Arabia murdered him, cut him up with a saw, his life had no value. None. It drew Trump and the Prince of Saudi closer together even. So individuals that die through gun murder or other sorts of violence, it has no value. No value whatsoever. And it's the goal of the progressives, the true progressives in the left side of America, to keep pushing to where every life becomes valuable. Every life matters. And we make that so by tackling the big problems. And we're going to do it. We ain't talking about change anymore. We're fucking doing it. And I will defend any of these newcomers, any of these old-timers that are pushing for progressiveness against anybody that speaks against them. They need all our support. I'm going to wrap this up now. That's pretty long. Hell broke loosey. But y'all have a good day. I'll be back. You know that.